The Little Red Riding Hood. Once upon a time, there was a dear little girl who was always called Little Red Riding Hood because she would never wear anything else but a little riding hood of velvet. One day, her mother said to her, "Come, Little Riding Hood, here are cakes for your grandmother. She is ill and weak, and they will do her good." Her mother also told her, "When you are going, walk nicely and quietly. Do not run off the path, or you may see the evil wolves." Then she walked off down the lane to the woods. Little Red Riding Hood hesitated and stayed off the path to search for flowers and butterflies. The little squirrel saw her along the way, so it was chasing after her to remind, "Little Red Riding Hood, why didn't you listen to your mom? Why did you walk through the path?" The little girl was so into the beautiful flowers, so she didn't answer. Out of a sudden, a wolf came up to her and said, "Well, hello there, young girl. Where are you off to?" Little Red Riding Hood was scared and said hello back and told him she was on her way to her grandmother's home. The wolf thought he would have to be very sneaky to trap Little Red Riding Hood. He pretended to ask, "Where does your grandma live, little girl?" "My grandma lives in these woods, the house with a chimney." After listening to what the little girl said, the wolf ran straight to the grandmother's house and pushed the door. He rushed to the grandmother's bedside and, without saying a word, swallowed her up with one mouthful. Then he put on her pajamas and scarf, closed the drapes, and climbed into Grandma's bed, waiting for the Little Red Riding Hood to come. When she finally reached Grandma's cottage, it was night time. She walked up to the bed in slow, careful steps. Grandma lay very still, the blankets pulled tight up to her chin. The girl said, "How are you, Grandma? My mom told me to come and visit you. I brought some cakes for you." The wolf said, "You good girl, come over here." When the little reached the bed, she was surprised and asked, "What big ears you have!" "Better to hear you with, my child." Little Red Riding Hood asked again, "Grandma, what big eyes you have!" "Better to see you with, my dear." "Oh, that mouth, Grandma! What a huge, gigantic, enormous mouth!" "Better to eat you with." And in one leap, the wolf was out of the bed and had gobbled Little Red Riding Hood up. The wolf's stomach was completely full. He flopped back onto the bed and was soon fast asleep and snored very loudly. A little while later, a hunter was passing by Grandma's cottage on his way home. After a day's hunting, he heard a strange loud snoring, so he decided to enter the cottage. He realized that the old lady wasn't an old lady at all, but a wolf. He realized that maybe the wolf had eaten the old lady whose cottage this was. In case the old lady could still be saved, the hunter picked up a pair of scissors. He snipped open the wolf's tummy and saved both the Little Riding Hood and her grandma. Since then, the Little Riding Hood always listened to her mom.